Aynur Tursunbayeva with guests of the studio cooks dishes of Oriental cuisine. Qazaq Life, Tagam. Hello friends, as usual with you the Tagam program. The manifestation of your benevolence to the guests is more important than the food, says popular wisdom. Zhanna Seytkhanova, a well-known TV host, a correspondent of the agency Khabar, is our guest today. Zhanna Seytkhanova, TV host. Favorite color, white. Favorite dish, dorado. Favorite drink, fresh orange juice. Favorite designer, Aida Kalmenova. Favorite writer, Arthur Conan Doyle. First of all, let's say what we will cook today, and then we continue our conversation. Today we're cooking Uzbek soup and smoothie. Is it a vitamin smoothie? Yes, it is. This drink is useful for both adults and children. For soup, we will need meat, 2 liters of water, potatoes, tomatoes, carrots, bell peppers, garlic, herbs, and dill. These are the main ingredients, and the spices are to taste. Now I'm about to put the meat to boil. Until the foam came out, we chop vegetables. Okay, we cook it like a regular meat. Then I will turn on the stove. Zhanna, I will give you the gloves, so that our viewers do not resent us. Where is the headdress? Where are the gloves? We prepared every necessary thing in advance because we started to receive more criticism of this sort. First of all, we put the meat into the cauldron and then we will pour cold water. Next, the meat will be cooked. My children love this dish. But usually children do not like soups very much. The soup is low-fat and delicious. Zhanna, you are very beautiful. Thank you. A lot of people might think you are 25 years old. But in fact, Zhanna's daughter is already 15 years old. I'm a mother of 2. My youngest son is 9 years old, and the eldest daughter is turning 15. If the daughter is 15, then you can guess Zhanna's age. I will not say how old my contemporaries are. Now we can begin slicing potatoes. Then I'll start making smoothie. For a smoothie, we will need half a banana, take 1 pear, 1 apple. So we squeeze orange juice. Then mix it all in a blender to make mashed potatoes. Well, our Kazakhs do not always consider vegetables and fruits as solid foods. Just recently they have begun to pay more attention to fruits and vegetables. Since the less you move, the more cholesterol there is in human body. Due to high level of cholesterol, we focus on proper nutrition. In general, what is Zhanna Seytkhanova's diet for taking care of herself? Actually, you know, I do not follow such a diet. I keep eating what I like. It will be correct to peel an apple. Good, you say you eat what you like. Then it will add extra weight. This is my constitution that my parents gave. Genes. But I go to the fitness room and swim a lot. That's all.
фитнес залға барам. Жүзем, көп жүзем. Сол болды.
But you're still eating all kinds of food. Fatty, flour, dough. I even eat lamb fat. Bağırsak. I eat sweets. But it seems she does sports and loses everything that she eats in fitness. So be sure to move, girls. I think it's impossible to lose weight laying on the couch. Actually, swimming is very useful. I think that it's good for immunity. Many get sick in winter, doesn't they? There is flu, high temperature. If I have not been in the pool for about 1 month, then I definitely have a slight runny nose and my temperature rises. And when I go to the pool every week, I have no illnesses and I feel myself very strong. That is, the pool boosts the immune system very well. Here we cut such big pieces and we don't chop. When you cut into large pieces, it turns out delicious. We Kazakhs love to chop finely. Yes, but those big people make soup with such large pieces, and it turns out very tasty. Now I'm mixing our soup. It hasn't begun to boil yet. We're making this mutton soup. Yes. It would be great if you add a bay leaf there. Now we need to add the salt. And then add black pepper. I do not use so many spices. I add only pepper and salt. Now we will cut our bell peppers. Zhanna Seytkhanova is a news anchor at the Khabar Agency. How long have you been working in the news? I have been working at Khabar for over a year. Now we will cut the tomatoes. We need to remove the foam. It's still not boiling. How long does it take to cook the whole soup? Actually, the meat boils for about 2 hours. And now we put the chopped meat. I think it will be ready in 1 hour and a half. Now we will remove the foam, then we put on a slow fire. Then we will put this bowl first. Then we will put the carrots. Then put the potatoes and bell peppers. And then we will add the tomatoes. Let the water boil. As soon as it boils, we will remove the foam. I think this is an ordinary light soup without any difficulties and nothing special. I think that every Kazakh woman knows how to cook this dish. However, ordering this dish in Uzbek cuisine, you will notice that the taste is slightly different from ours. Today it seems that Zhanna revealed its peculiarity. Black pepper and bay leaves add a special flavor. Be sure to try it. This applies to our easy-to-cook dishes, since we can say that it's cooked not fried, without bread, without flour, and without a dough. In fact, it's suitable even for dieters. It seems our soup has boiled. Let's remove the foam. How do we remove the foam? Removing foam is also one of the arts. If the foam spreads, it can ruin the taste and even spoil the food. Therefore, be observant and immediately remove the foam as the water boils. At this time, the foam is well removed and crumbles.
Aldık.
Here we remove the foam.
Тағы да бір қайнатып, қайнап. Жапырақ иісі әдемі болып шығады.
Such a pleasant aroma of leaves in our boiling soup. Now we will filter.
Енді смузидің апельсиннің
You need to pull out the orange juice. We compress a little and put it in a blender.
Одан кейін мынаның бәрін
Then put it all and turn on a couple of rotations.
Сонымен тағы
So add another tablespoon
ас қасық
of honey.
аламыз, қосамыз.
Add honey to make it sweet. I think this is for young children. It's very good. I would like to repeat once again that today's smoothie made by Miss Zhanna. A pear was added to it. It was necessary to peel an apple and add half a banana. Add orange juice and a tablespoon of honey. As long as our meat is cooked, we can do it. First, we pour water.
Апельсиннің
We make orange juice. Then I'll crush a little orange. What a smell of orange. The smell is amazing. If you're allergic to citruses, you cannot add them. Let's start putting the fruits. My children love sweets, so I add honey.
бір қасық арасында
One, sometimes I add 2 tablespoons.
ешнәрсе.
Honey is also very healthy.
Болды.
That's all. In fact, at home I still add mint leaves. It also cheers me up.
Көңіл күйіңді көтереді,
There will be another flavor.
ароматы болады.
Actually, I also like to add mint leaves. Seems ready too.
Дайын болып қалды ғой деймін, иә? Дайын болды.
Done.
Графин.
Let's pour into graphene.
Арасында мен өзіме
It turned out a lot.
мұздатып ішемін.
At home I sometimes drink it chilled.
Осылай, иә, осылай беремін.
This is what I give to my children. Sometimes I add ice.
Жалбыз жапырақтарын қосып,
Иә,
It seems that after such a smoothie,
мен ішіп көрейін.
you do not need to eat. I tried.
қалай?
How is it? You don't have to eat after drinking such a smoothie. Please do it. I think you can imagine what kind of fruit juice it is, in which there's so much fruit and honey. This seems like the best food. It also contains vitamins. If you really add mint leaves, as Zhanna said, it will be amazing. Bon appetit if you cook with us. Let it be useful. Well, it looks like our soup is boiling. Yes. Let's turn down the fire.
Арасынан
Now remove the foam, which is still a little left.
қасық болса.
Can you give me a spoon, please?
Көбіктің бәрін
It will be necessary to remove all the foam.
сол кезде сорпада.
Then the soup will also be delicious.
Мінекей, енді пиязымызды.
Well, now we add onions to it.
Пиязымызды қосқаннан
After
кейін
adding the onions, we cook it for about 10 minutes.
сәбізімізді
Then we add the carrots. We put only onions and boiled meat. After 10 minutes of cooking, we add only carrots or something else. First we add the carrots, then as it boils, we add the potatoes and everything else, then salt.
тұздаймыз.
Let's wait 10 minutes until it boils. Do not leave the screen.
Мінекей біздің пиязымыз қайнады.
Well, our bowl is ready. Now let's salt it.
қолмен саламын.
I salt by hand.
Иә.
Then I add some pepper.
Содан кейін иісін сезіп жатсыз ба уже? Бұрыштан жіберейік.
We put black pepper. A bay leaf has just been laid. We put the carrots. Carrots need a little more cooking.
Су қайнасын.
Let the water boil.
Тобымызбен
Then we add rice and potatoes.
үшімізді сала береміз. Крышкасын жауып,
Close the lid.
қызанақты да
We will cut the tomatoes into large pieces. Let's put it here. What other vegetables can I add to the soup? Or should I not add more? I basically do not add much because it's prepared on its own juice. Now it tastes great.
дәмді болады. Мінекей, осындай қылып,
Remove the tomato kernels. In general, when we look at Uzbek soups, they're usually not boiled. You can clearly see carrots and potatoes there, and the color is saturated. Red pepper is red pepper. When many of us cook Kazakh borscht or lagman, we put it all together so that it's not visible where the carrots are and where the potatoes. It's boiling.
қайнады, қоса берсек болады.
We add our potatoes.
Картофымызды қосамыз. Тәтті бұрышымызды қосамыз.
We add sweet pepper
Қызанғанымызды
and tomatoes.
сонда үстіне қоса салсақ та болады.
Great.
Біз
I will cut the garlic. There is a Kazakh proverb. Each country has its own culture, and the dogs are different. I was born in Semey. In Semey, we call garlic as chesnok. When I arrived in Jambul, I noticed that this is called sarımsak. We in Semey call the onion as sarımsak. I'm from Kızılarda. We call onion as joa. We call garlic as garlic. We do not say sarımsak. No, we don't say that. Let's call it sarımsak, not relying on the dialects of the Kazakh people. As we're washed from many places, I think everyone knows about the enormous benefits of garlic. Therefore, when you add it to food, what do you think? When you add it to food, it doesn't lose its properties, is it? When the food is ready,
дайын болған кезде
we turned off the fire, then I will add from the top.
пешімнің астын өшірем, содан кейін қосып жүрем.
The smell persists and healthy vitamins too.
Өзінің витаминдері да сақталады сол кезде.
I also add greens. Well, let it stand here.
Ас көктерімізді мен сөйтіп үстінен қосамын. Онда қазір турап жібереміз. Осы болатын сияқты.
Vegetables can be cut on the second board. These vegetables are about to be sprinkled on top, aren't they?
Үйде тамақты қаншалықты көп дайындайсың?
How often do you cook at home?
Мен
Well, to be honest, I live with my parents.
көбіне
In most cases, my mom is cooking. Nothing is better than mother's food. Your mother is with you. Yes, I'm a very happy girl. Because my mother is still spoiling me and preparing me food. I come from work, but on the weekends I delight my family like this. Now you work on television. Are your parents proud of you that you're working at the most respected channel in the country? They're very proud. My father is very proud, as well as my mother and my children. Especially when my son goes to school, he turns out every day to tell that his mother works on television. My son is the opposite. It's curious that the psychology of children is different. My son on the country said that he always wanted no one to know that he was the son of Aynur Tursunbayeva. Because, for example, sometimes when he's not ready for a lesson, he gets a good mark because they think that he's Aynur's son and that bothers him. And he didn't want to be treated differently from other children. My daughter also studies at the Eurasian National University. The teachers came 2 years later and said that your daughter is learning from us. When I asked if she talked about it, they answered no. Maybe children from childhood saw me in front of the audience. Therefore, seeing my constant fatigue, perhaps they don't want to follow this path either. Who knows, maybe they don't like to be popular. And now a liquid and hot Uzbek soup is almost ready. You can order such a soup in any Uzbek cuisine. But of course, what could be better than home cooking? We put all our vegetables. For how much time it will prepare? It should be prepared in another 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, we will immediately add the garlic, then pouring into a plate, sprinkle it with herbs on top. While we are waiting for the food to be ready. Today's guest of our kitchen is a famous announcer, TV presenter, Zhanna Seytkhanova. She made us a new vitamin fruit smoothie. Now it seems that our Uzbek soup is ready, because the aroma is very pleasant and takes away our kitchen. The potato is so ripe, great. Now let's add the garlic. We turned off the fire. As soon as the bottom heats up, let's turn it off. After that, we'll let it stand for about half a minute. Then it will be ready. We added fresh sarımsak, that is garlic. We did not cook. We put it in a hot soup and leave it for a while. Then its bitter taste will go away, but it will add flavor. Let's start pouring the soup. We do not add hot peppers. Well, people do it to their taste. Add as much as they want, because some people want bitter soup. If you're sick, you can add a little hot pepper. When I have children at home, I do not add such bitterness because they do not want it. The smell is wonderful. Very light, transparent. Add greens to the surface. Personally, I like a lot of green grass. What a smell! Make sure to cook it for sure. When cooking this food, please say thanks to the girl Zhanna for showing this recipe. I will add even more greens. Our fragrant, tasty, light, healthy and quickly cooked Uzbek soup, also called shorva. We prepared it in a Kazakh way. We have not as many vegetables, but if you cook skillfully, the food will be tasty. Zhanna, we're glad that you came to our kitchen. You showed just not one but two very healthy and light meals at the same time. Obviously, girls and women who are watching us now may be interested in looking at Zhanna's magnificent face and the fact that she eats such light food. A healthy mind is in a healthy body, Kazakhs say. What could be better than nutrition that is good for your body? Thank you for coming to our studio. Thank you for inviting me. Kazakhs, as I mentioned earlier, say, I am more pleased with your mood than with your food. In the same way, we're more grateful for Zhanna's smile than for what she did today. The audience watching us will certainly appreciate the beauty of Zhanna.
рахмет.
Let's only meet for a good reason, dear viewers. May it be good in your home. Goodbye to you.